One quick tip to help you be more efficient on your corn without extra passes, without any different equipment, and without even any extra products. Now, I worked with a guy that was so efficient with this strategy. He actually raised as much as 280 bushel corn with just 60 pounds of nitrogen, 0 P, 0 K. In fact, that was a couple of years ago. Since then, he still hasn't put out any P and K. And what have his levels done? They've gone up, not down. Now, that probably sounds crazy. You're probably wondering, well, am I supposed to, are you saying I'm supposed to do that? Only apply 60 pounds at N, 0 P and K? No. I'm sharing all this because it took a lot to get that guy that efficient, but it would not have been possible without this first foundational step. So let's get right into it. Here's what it was. The first thing he did that made all of that possible was take a better soil test. A soil test that included plant available nutrients, because what we're measuring right now isn't truly available. Even the textbooks about these extraction methods will 100% tell you that. Plant available nutrients, biological activity. What can we expect for mineralization or freed up nutrients throughout the year? And then the big one, which I think is the most important by far, is WEOC. If you watch any of my videos, you already know I'm going to talk about WEOC. What is it? Water extractable organic carbon, the available carbon in your soil. And I got a lot of guys managing around WEOC. All the most efficient farmers that I know, let alone work with, manage around WEOC. So in this particular year, in this particular field, for my guy a couple of years ago, he had phenomenal WEOC. It was through the roof. He also happened to have a good bit of organic nitrogen. So it's not every year he's only putting out 60 pounds of N and knocking down in the high 200s for yield. But we saw the opportunity for this year to do it, and it worked. He was extremely efficient. He saved a ton of money. I mean, a boatload of money per acre. Again, we did a lot to get him there, to get him that efficient. But it would not have happened if we didn't know where we started. You can't manage what you don't measure. That was the key first step for him. That was the foundation of his program, and it paid huge dividends. It's the number one thing I recommend to anybody I work with. It's very simply, let's see where we're at. The traditional soil test got us this far. There's a lot of good farmers that still measure with the standard extraction methods, and that's fine. It's fine. But if we want to be even more efficient, then again, we can't manage what we don't measure. And a lot of guys out there could be save a lot of money. A lot of money. 30 bucks an acre, pretty easy. At these prices, gosh, so easy. 30, 40 bucks an acre. Just by measuring a few more things. I say a few. A few that matter, we happen to measure quite a bit, because we're also getting into total nutrient digestion, because, hey, your Bray phosphorus on your soil test or your Olsen might say like 30 part per million, but there's actually probably over 1,000, maybe 2,000 part million phosphorus. We measure stuff like that too. So there is a lot that goes into it, but the key takeaway is you really want to be more efficient. You don't have to do all the extra logistics. You don't have to add products. One thing, take a better soil test. I recommend, a lot of guys ask me, what do you recommend? The Indicator Max test from Agronomy 365. If you have questions about it, just let me know.